Someone once said, "Travel is the only thing you buy that makes you richer." This wealth is measured by the value of gaining new perspectives, experiencing different cultures, and meeting new people. My first trip to Spain proved rich in all of these areas, not only helping me to gain a broader perspective of business in the global environment, but the important role that culture plays in shaping these interactions. Barcelona Activa was the first stop on our trip. This business aims to promote economic growth by finding jobs for people, providing entrepreneurship training classes, and supporting startup businesses. Most importantly, it is fully funded by the government. Barcelona Activa is a good example of Spain's attempt to combat the country's high unemployment rates, specifically in youth. By helping businesses get started, increasing their success rates, and providing jobs, they hope to attract the top talent in the area, specifically from their own college business students, as well as appeal to outside investors. Furthermore, Barcelona Activa's numerous technology-focused startups, along with Ubisoft's push to be a technology leader in mobile gaming, highlights Barcelona's continuous efforts to innovate and to become more futuristic. This is further displayed by the younger population in Barcelona and their decision to ban bullfighting. Rampant tourism, warm beaches, and active nightlife are also characteristic of this trendy city and help distinguish it from other parts of Spain. However, cultural business issues are arising due to differences across the regions in Spain. Currently, Barcelona is trying to separate and declare independence from the rest of the country. This region has developed its own Catalonian flag, language, and identity. Regardless of whether the split actually occurs, it is important to note differences in business practices and values as they change based on where you are in the country. On the other hand, Sagrada Familia, Park Güell, and Gaudí's architecture on the surrounding buildings keep Barcelona in tune with its historic past and Spanish heritage. Sagrada Familia may even be considered Barcelona's most famous landmark, drawing in many visitors and in return funding its construction. Churches and other religious landmarks are spread throughout Barcelona, as well as traditional marketplaces, tapas cuisine, and fine wine, as common in many other regions in Spain. Contrary to Barcelona's relaxed nature, Madrid embodies a bustling city with deep history and tradition. Bullfighting is still permitted in Madrid and is abundant with traditional clothing and ceremonies. In addition, the Prado Museum, Plaza Mayor, and sculptures of Don Quixote were stunning with themes of pride and nobility steady throughout. The art in Madrid is diverse, representative of a more cosmopolitan makeup, as it is the capital city of Spain. The government's presence was strong in Madrid. In our meeting with a speaker from the U.S. Embassy, we learned that the Spanish government continues to be largely in debt and still struggling to recover from the 2008 economic crisis. While this issue has yet to be resolved, the Roca Gallery proved that flourishing businesses still exist. Roca provides products all over the world, but as they receive international business exchanges, the exchange rate of the euro becomes exceedingly important. This is true for most businesses in Spain, as it is a port country and the 14th largest economy in the world. The exchange rate fluctuated while we were in Spain, but not significantly. It went from a high of 1.138 euros to a low of 1.122 euros, equal to $1. When we are comparing prices of goods from one country to another, it's also important to analyze purchasing power parity. Based on this principle, similar goods in different countries should be equally priced if the exchange ratio stays constant. However, in my purchases, this did not hold true. For example, in Madrid, I went to KFC and purchased a 3-piece chicken tender combo for 8.3 euros. In the US, this combo cost $5.99. With the exchange rate of 1.13, the equivalent of 8.3 euros is $7.35, which is much higher than the $5.99 US price. In this case, purchasing power parity did not hold. This may be due to Madrid KFC's franchise fees, higher rental costs, and increased costs of transportation or labor, and taxes. Purchasing power parity again failed with a purchase of an FC Barcelona sweatshirt at Camp Nou. While it cost me 65 euros in Barcelona, it was only 45 euros in Madrid. This difference in the purchasing power parity within Spain can be accredited to the Real Madrid-FC Barcelona rivalry. Culturally, soccer plays a significant role in Spain and is an overwhelming passion and loyalty surround each city and their team. Generally speaking, people who live in Madrid and are fans of Real Madrid would never buy an FC Barcelona jersey, so the low demand drives down the cost. Similarly, soccer is not a popular sport in the US, so this $65 Euro sweatshirt, which should have cost $57 with a 1.1251 exchange rate, only cost $42. However, with the exception of the soccer jersey, purchasing power parity in Spain is relatively the same due to similar costs of living and products in both Barcelona and Madrid. Cultural business practices across Spain are relatively standard but different than what is accepted in the United States. Kissing on the cheek is common with introductions, being on time is not as valued, but rather spending time on getting to know each other before diving into business matters. Generally, Spain portrayed a more relaxed business environment compared to US meetings or business interactions. Overall, this trip amazed me and left me excited and determined to learn more and explore other countries and cultures around the world. If I get the chance, I would love to come back to Spain someday and delight once more in the rich culture, traditions, and new experiences this country has to offer.